So we have an update on the overrun nuked Nazi New York map, which was apparently one of the concepts that Treyarch came up with for one of the Black Ops 7 Zombies DLC maps. However, as you know, DLC 1 has been announced to be Astra Malarum, which looks to be a hybrid between a space station, given them describing it as out of this world, and a planetarium, as previously it was rumoured it may be the New York map. However, the Ghost of Hope came out and reported the other week that apparently he's heard that Treyarch might be backtracking on this idea because they are scared of depicting Nazi imagery, even though that's literally how the zombie storyline came to be to begin with in World at War. But I digress, we've gotten some signs that this may in fact be correct and we might not be getting the Nazi New York map after all, because Call of Duty posted a multiplayer blog today, which I'll leave a link to in the description, and within it they've contained all of the bios for all of the operators in multiplayer. So you can see on screen all of the operators that are going to be there on launch. Now, all of the Zombies crew have had their bios updated from the previous Zombies blog. So previously, they described Richtofen as a hero of the Reich, that he essentially won them World War II, because apparently he comes from an alternative dimension where the Nazis won and the Axis powers prevailed, which seemed to align with this rumored map. And of course, the other character bios aligned with the other maps as well. Nikolai from Afghanistan, Dempsey from Vietnam, Takeo from feudal Japan, matching the Shoin Temple beneath the foot of an erupting volcano map that's rumoured, which according to the Ghost of Hope that's still happening as well. And this could potentially be hinting that Treyarch might be backtracking on how hard they go in terms of the alternative history Nazi theming for the game to do with Richtofen's backstory, because obviously Ultimus Richtofen was a part of Group 935 working with the Nazis. However, it's unfolded in the storyline for the game he was actually working in secrecy. He had his own splinter group. Of course, he was also working at the behest of the Illuminati. He was basically after his own goal. He wasn't fully aligned with the Nazi party. So Ultimus Richtofen was a bit more of a complicated character. But I think it would have been interesting to have a version of Richtofen that's just a full-on Nazi. And I don't know how they would manage that, because I don't think Treyarch have the writing capabilities to do it in a respectful and accurate way that is actually meaningful. So honestly, if they are backtracking on the Nazi stuff, part of me thinks it may be the right choice, because I just do not think that Treyarch have the maturity in the modern day to be able to handle that with sensitivity at all. I mean, the writing is just pure slop nowadays. It's just random things happening, and the dialogue is so piss poor. The dialogue for him being a Nazi would just be awful. I don't even know how they would write the dialogue between Carver and Richtofen. It could have the potential to absolutely piss absolutely everyone off in various different angles. So yeah, I've already done a video talking more on this topic, so I'll leave a link to that in the description. I won't go too far onto this topic, but it is a shame if this map has been cancelled, because it is the one that people were the most looking forward to. I don't know why they would go against this idea. I understand it's maybe too similar to, for example, Mauer der Toten, but again, that wasn't really the theming of the map. Yes, Valentina, I guess, was trying to unleash the Nazis from the dark ether, but it all got overrun by the stuff with the Forsaken actually posing as Ulrich Vogel. It wasn't really at the forefront of the storyline at all. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is regarding the main quest release time for Ashes of the Damned. So as you know, just like in prior years, you're going to be able to play Black Ops 7 about a day early by doing the New Zealand method, which you can see the methods depending on your platforms on screen right now. As a result, the main quest for Ashes of the Damned is going to be locked for a period of time, so everyone's going to be able to experience it at the exact same time, since the global launch is going to be region-based. So it's going to be launching at 10 AM Pacific time, which is 1 PM Eastern time, which is 6 PM UK time on Friday, November 14th. So everyone's going to be able to jump in at the same time like usual, and they've specifically said, set your reminders and choose your team carefully. This won't be a walk in the park. So are they suggesting this main quest is going to be a lot more difficult than ones we've even gotten in Black Ops 6, which I actually think they did a very good job with the main quest in Black Ops 6, and they had amazing boss fights. I think they handled the balance of replay value and discoverability really well. I mean, Reckonings was a longer quest to actually solve, but this one might be even longer, and it makes sense. Ashes of the Damned is a humongous map. There's a lot of areas to it, so naturally it's probably going to make it a lot more difficult to actually find the steps, because there might be some really obscure things hidden in the fog, and the side quests as well are going to be especially difficult to find. And of course, after the main quest is beaten, that's when curse mode is going to unlock. I'm not sure if it's just going to be unlocked as soon as someone posts the cutscene, or if Treyarch are going to verify if they've done it legitimately, but hopefully it goes live pretty soon after, and then we'll be able to hunt all of the relics and Easter eggs in curse, because there's going to be lots of different some exclusive Easter eggs there, and I think that's going to be a lot of fun. So much replay value there. So yeah, this is a good sign for the main quest. That Treyarch seem confident that's going to be taking a bit longer than usual. But that's all of the information I wanted to say in this video. Not really too much to talk about here. We'll probably be getting more zombies information sometime soon. Maybe a blog post at some point about Curse, but they want to keep that secret, so maybe not really too much. There's not really too much more they need to say. Maybe a blog post at some point just talking about the changes from the beta to launch. But that's really it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you with more content to come. Bye.